Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Today is the day we are going to dig into our brand new Vintage Vibes kits. So here is the photo we're going to use. This is a heritage photo. In fact, I'm almost certain that every layout I do with this kit will be a heritage photo because I've been digitizing some and pulling some out, and I have a couple of really awesome stories to tell and things to document. So here we go. I'm going to start with the lightest of the pink cardstock that's in the kit. That's going to be our background. So my plan for this layout. Inside the package of chipboard ephemera, this is that thicker ephemera, there are all of these frames. And basically, I pulled out all the frames that were in the ephemera pack, and we're going to use every one of them on one layout because that's my favorite way to use frames, is to pull them all together and to make kind of a gallery wall type of a layout, which also, by the way, is one of my favorite types of layouts to make. I really, really enjoy doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and go through my papers. I'm going to take each one of these chipboard frames and we're going to fill them up. We're going to back some of them with paper. We're going to add some flowers to some of them. I'm going to use this pattern paper to map my photograph on. So I'm going to map my photo, which is this adorable baby picture of my aunt. I'm going to, on the face page, we're going to do another page of her beautiful kind of newborn baby pictures. And on that page, we're going to add things like her date of birth, full name, that kind of stuff. But for this side of the page, so this part in my heritage album, we'll have this page and then a companion page. And we'll do the companion page as layout number 2. So I am going to go ahead and place this photo. Now I'm going to put the photo right down on the cardstock because that's going to help me. I'm going to adhere it right down. That's going to help me to kind of build this layout and not lose where I want all of the different frames to go. So I am going to go ahead and stick that photograph down right away. Just making sure I don't want to move anything. I don't want to move the photograph. I don't want to move any of the frames. And I'm also using the ruler on my glass mat to be able to center all these frames and center my photograph. Next, I decided to take one of the pattern papers from the kit, and I'm going to cut just a couple of these kind of floral images onto the... So I traced the outside edge of the frame with a pencil and then cut inside my pencil lines so that I had a perfectly sized piece of paper to put behind the frames. And that piece of paper, that's one of the Suka Studio papers, and I'm going to use it for 2 of the frames. This top one, and then initially I thought I was going to use this heart, but I'm going to go with that larger square one that's at the bottom instead, because I had a thought as I was kind of going over this. I had a thought about the fact that I know what I want to do for my title, so I need to make sure that I have kind of like the space or the open areas to be able to add my title. So my title is going to kind of start above my photo and overlap that top square. And then the rest of the title is going to be in that large square under my photo. So I decided that those were the 2 squares I should probably add just some pattern paper to. And then I'm also going to go ahead and pull in some of those little birdie flowers from the kit. I love these pink flowers. They're so, so cute. And there's oodles of them in that package. For the oval frame, I'm going to get some white cardstock, just a scrap piece. I'm going to lightly trace the inside of the oval and then cut outside of that pencil mark so I have the right size oval I need. And then I'm going to pull in some of this stamps that are part of the Vintage Vibe Kit 3. In addition to the quartz ink, that is also part of the kit, I'm also going to pull in some icing on the cake ink from Catherine Pooler. Any kind of dark chocolatey ink is going to work for this. So I'm just going to, I started with the dark ink, then coming in with the light ink, and I'm just filling that oval with different kind of mixed media elements from the stamp set. If you haven't picked up the Vintage Vibes Kit number 3 that I've curated and you want one, I highly recommend heading down to the description box and grabbing either the kit or the elements from the kit that you would like, because a lot of the kit is now in like low inventory where there's only like 5 or 4 or in some cases 1 left of each of these products. So if you are interested in a kit and want to continue to, play along with me. I know some people are curating kits from their stash, which I think is amazing and awesome. And I will always say, yes, 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 go do that. But if you want any of these specific products, definitely head down to the description box and grab the products you want, because quite a few of them are almost sold out over at A Cherry on Top. So here is the frame for the heart. And what I did was I went through all of the ephemera pieces, and I'm actually adding some of the ephemera pieces to the back of the frame. And that's going to give this frame like some different layers and things. For the 2 bottom frames underneath the oval, I just added very simple kind of just little bits of ephemera. And for the square one, I backed it in the same paper that I matted my photo in, which is also the paper I'm matting. I'm going to put behind the heart as well. So I'm just adding in these little pieces, making a little bit of a scene inside of that heart. And then once I have the ephemera adhere to the inside of the heart, then I can go ahead and I can put the pattern paper on. So then we have some pattern paper, then we have the layers of the ephemera, and then I'm going to actually place that butterfly on top and add a couple of the pretty flowers in there as well. And I think this worked really well. And I knew that the heart frame in particular was going to be open. We're not going to cover it up at all. So I thought that this would be a good one to kind of take my time and create almost like a little vignette inside of the frame. Add a couple of those super fun flowers, and then we're ready to go. I have glue on my fingers. I do that a lot. Like, no. I'm going to go ahead and just make sure everything is where I want it to be. And then we can adhere it down. And what I decided to do was, this is so like real life scrapbooking for you. So I had to go downstairs and switch the laundry and do the dishes. And I decided I wanted a little gold splatter. So the last thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and use my Gilded Aqua Pigments and a fan brush from Brutus Monroe. Not the fan brush, the Aqua Pigments are from Brutus Monroe. And then I'm going to go ahead and splatter 2 areas of gold. So I went off, did my chores, and I also did some die cutting. So I die cut to the title for the layout today. I have this Sweet, which is old. It's been in my stash for so long. I love it though. And then I cut from these teeny tiny little metal alpha dies, which are also quite old and have been in my stash for a while. I cut those from some deep dark chocolate cardstock, and I'm going to go ahead and place my title. So the title will be Sweet Baby Girl. Super simple. So I wanted to add something that was a little bit more baby themed to this page, and I decided on these little Scrap and Happy Studio epoxy flares. I'm just going to add 3 of them, and that gives me 3 more to add to the companion page on the other side that we will do next. So I have those little teddy bear epoxy flares, and then I'm going to go through these this ephemera one more time and kind of see what I have here and what pieces I might want to use. I want to add a little bit of just little kind of ephemera clusters that kind of hang off the edge of the page and overlap where I added that gold splatter. So I chose two of these kind of larger floral clusters and then this lovely layering piece. And then my plan is to go ahead and add those kind of overlapping the gold splatters, and then I'm going to add my epoxy flare on top of that. And behind the epoxy flare, I'm going to go ahead and adhere just some really cute thread to the back. So I just have some embroidery embroidery floss. And I'm going to kind of bundle it up behind the flares, create little nests or little loose fabric-y threads behind my flares, all three of them. Then I'm going to go ahead and just accent each of those flares with a couple more of those cute little flowers and just kind of fill in this basic main area of my layout. So I want everything to look kind of full and I don't want any trapped white space or areas like that. And there we are. That's where we're going to call this layout all done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed our first layout using Vintage Vibes Kit 3. Don't forget, if you want to grab any portion of that kit, be sure to grab it very soon. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day and I'll talk to you again. Bye.